So, before when in my monotonous tone of voice just am like, oh, welcome back to Broken Sword episode whatever, I went ahead and did something since my last time up. I kind of went and grabbed some of these. Yeah, I think I got what? 4 plus 7? Yeah, 4 plus 7 to the Resurrect plus 6. That is 3 Broken Swords poison affinity, 3 with bleed, and 3 with no affinity at all. It probably is pretty straightforward why I did this. It's because of durability and because of matchups. I will encounter bosses who can't be poisoned, who can't be bled, or who are even weak to those two things. So I simply want to be as prepared as I possibly can. So with that out of the way, let's get... This is going to be a rough one today. I know I've said that a good handful of times. I thought Shrine of Amana would kick my ass to be no big deal, but Undead Crypt is legit. Undead Crypt is going to be kind of tough. You can't just those shit that is worse. Okay, that was just me being shit. Whatever. I haven't played this playthrough since I went and did Bench Binding. You know, no amount of experience is going to make a broken soul. Oh my god, yeah, 177 damage. Jesus, I'm glad I was fighting this asshole again. I don't use gauntlets. I don't need gauntlets! God damn it, I want a chest piece! There we go. Thought you could parry those fuckers. Alright, I'm just bullying this asshole. I think I got it. There we go. It's like doing a button before you fight a game tournament. Definitely, you know, I didn't even realize it until some time back. Those guys can actually follow you into fucking Agadane's little shit area and piss him off because they've got a torch. That just seems funny bullshit. Like, it just seems like a mechanic designed to annoy the player, you know, rather than, like, actually provide something of like, substance, you know? It's not really my thing. I mean, obviously the solution, it's not like it's unfair, it just seems a bit cheap to me as all. Speaking of a bit cheap, I mean, my guy, I've got a fucking broken sword, you know. There you go. Saying that because it's like, dude, are you seriously trying to fucking turtle me and I have a broken sword? They do a lot more damage than you might think. I meant with the affinity, not so much the lightning bullshit, because the lightning bullshit was fucking pathetic. Holy crap, that was like not even 10% of my health. Bug out and heal before I like kind of get up to them because yeah, like again, they don't look like it. These assholes can hurt you real fast. Crap. I've never had them live against me long enough to actually try meleeing me. That's hilarious. Damn it, tried to roll that. The Black Robe has really solid dark defense. I mean, I don't really have any need for it, but, you know, could be useful. Again, I've never had these guys fucking melee me before. It actually seems like their melee did like almost as much damage as their fucking hexes. Oh, halt! Human, do not produce light. light and all those who, blah, 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 whatever. I am not lighting up any of these sconces because, of course, the rewards are completely irrelevant to this character. I don't need any spices or petrified dragon bones. I actually am aiming to farm not really farm, but I would like to pick up the magic shield off of the Lady of Sorcerers, who kind of like show up in these statues. So I'm going to take it a little bit slow, not because I'm not farming them per se, I just kind of want to fight them a few times, see if I can get that magic shield to drop for me, and then I don't really care about them anymore. Why is it easy to kill? I'm not doing no fucking damage would make them annoying. And it definitely can. I mean, it's Dark Souls 2. Shit get a little bit scary in some of these ganks, especially in these later game areas. Aw, damn it. I don't really have any need for any other sort of infusions on these broken swords, other than bleed and points. There's literally a point. I'm not putting any points into like intelligence or faith or anything, so like dark and magic don't make sense. And I'd rather buff. I'd rather buff. Not that I have a lot of base power to be losing, but like if I'm if I'm min-maxing it, then I'm just better off buffing. Ah, dog shit. Alright, well, I need to fight these assholes anyway. I'm not actually sure if you can parry them. I'm not really interested in finding out because they do a lot of damage. So I'm gonna play them safe, but I'm not sure if you can parry them or not. That's interesting. And no drop, damn it. Unfortunate. Gonna be an asshole on the statue here. Ah, that was nice. In fairness, how many weapons can you actually do that with? Can you simultaneously destroy the statue and then be able to kill the lady before it can come out and do anything? Like, how many weapons? Like, probably, I don't know, some, broadswords, katanas, daggers. Actually, probably quite a lot of weapons. I'm just trying to oversell a broken sword. Oh, damn. Didn't expect that guy to come out of me there. Back move against the wall, he's fucking dead, you got me a drop. Aw, fucking damn it. Drop, no drop. I might farm these guys later if I don't get the drop. I'm not, stressing over the drop per se, but it'd be nice to have. The magic shield is basically what the King's Mirror really wishes it was. It's a spell parry shield that actually lets you properly spell parry. God, good. God, I'm fucking here where I'm eventually going to get invaded by fucking Lycia, which is going to be a big pain in the ass. About maybe 2 more seconds and she'll pop up. I didn't kill her, so she should be arriving soon. Yeah, okay, there we go. Right back here is the, I'll just go ahead and showcase it. I don't give a fuck about it, though. That's where you can find the, Applet. Okay. Damn! I thought I got her with a parry. She's a lot more, she's a lot tankier, does more damage than at Drangleic Castle. But like most other NPCs, I mean, she just fucking staggers endlessly. I feel like, definitely going one-handed on the Broken Sword is better here. Mostly because, I get more verticality when I'm, swinging at her and kind of, trying to stun lock her. It's gonna work a bit better than fight two-hand. And there we go. No fucking problem. I'll show this off a bit later, but some of the NPCs in this game are genuinely a joke. It is incredible to me that those guys take more than like 2 swings, even with a broken sword. You can just straight up one-shot them with like, I don't know, even a decent katana can one-shot them no problem. I'm doing 61 damage. Fuck yeah. This part's a little bit annoying because I'm gonna probably want to go to my swords rather. I'm gonna do no fucking damage anyway, so Poison's gonna have to carry me a little here. Look at that, 1 damage. Fuck yeah. I think if I hit you like around 2,000 more times like that, it'll kill. God, they do no fucking damage. And oh my god, 12 damage back. Hell yeah, man. Let's go. I can basically like take a couple hits from them, sort of like bug out. I've never actually had them push me back this far, which is at this point obviously their ability. They're nowhere close to fucking dead. Ugh, boy, we're gonna be doing this for a little while. No one ever thought that my damage output would be good this run, you know? Pretty sure you can poison these guys. Never had the, the thought come up, but like, I'm pretty sure you can poison them. You know? You know what? We're gonna go for a run. Never had them go back that far before. Okay, get a little bit of time to go back to my regular swords before they catch up again. I'm gonna go durability first. I'll throw a bleed one in the back. Bleed doesn't sacrifice as much base power as like poison does. Poison is basically like goodbye to your fucking base power. Goodbye to your scalings. Goodbye. Oh, you know, I'm gonna kill some of these assholes first. So yeah, goodbye to your base power. Goodbye to your scalings. Like yeah, poison is definitely stronger than bleed in this game, but it comes with a lot more of a consequence to your stat bonus. This is a pretty risky place to sort of farm these guys, especially when there's more than one. I think 3. They're probably not worth it. I'll just go sort of open up the map a little, especially given that I'm right there, you know. I might go rest of the bonfire for some durability, actually. That might be the play. Almost at Velstat. It hasn't been that bad. I think I'm gonna sort of go back to my regular broken sword. Throw some of my extra shit away in my chest here. Only trying to keep shields that I might use and my broken swords in my inventory. Just feels a bit tidier that way. Alright, now I gotta do a little bit of babysitting. Oh, again, it's not even the end of the world if this guy brings this. I kind of want to get the magic shield off of those Lady monks. Another one that rises up, yeah, right here. I have to backstab for the one shot. And then there's one more, I believe, that, I think it's like behind this like statue here or something? No, my bad, okay. There we go, now we're good. Alright, now, this is going to be fun. We've got a literal boss and 2 Cyan Knights guarding the fucking boss room here. This is, gonna be a bit of a pain. It's pretty much, use the power of life gems to sort of get me through. fucking turtling me. I have a piece of broken metal in my hand. I mean, I guess it's not that bad because, like, in the end, they don't actually have that much health. But, like, you know, it's just funny. You know, they're like they're fucking AI. You know, that like they're just doing what AI are supposed to do to like the player trying to attack them. You know, fucking whatever. Boy, it's like actually fighting a boss and they have like a second phase. Be done soon enough. Dragon Rider won't be any issue, and then we'll have on to Velvet. Really prefer not to aggro the Dragon Rider before these assholes are dead. There we go. And the other guy just like backs off. Okay, buddy. God damn it. That was like a fucking Elden Ring type swing there. You know, with like a huge fucking delay. Just like held it sort of for like 10 minutes like Margaret the Fell Omen. It's a good thing that they don't aggro all that at once. Although to tell you the truth, some of my playthroughs I just sort of blow through the area and they do aggro at the same time, you know? It's actually not that infeasible getting away with just fucking gung-hoing it for the fog door. It's not as like, I don't know, impossible or whatever as it might look. Enemies are like just fucking turtling a dude with a broken sword. I don't know. It's funny. Like you got this 10-foot long halberd, you know, a shield that's like bigger than someone's body. You're like, oh my god, this like fucking half-foot long piece of metal. No, help me. Well, at least his openings are a lot more apparent than like a Cyan Knight. Well, that's what makes these guys even more of a joke than the Cyan Knights. Combine that with the fact that you can like straight up strafe most of Dragon Rider's attacks without issue. That attack there, the sweeping strike, that'll catch you if you're not strafing it very well. But even that's not that hard because, like, seriously, you can just be strafing from, like, the moment you start fighting these guys. Mainly going for R2s to save some durability, but to be honest, I might go into Velstadt with like one poison, I think. One poison and two non-broken. Actually, the way durability is lining up, that might actually be perfect. Because Velstadt has a sizable resistance to poison, but he's definitely not immune. We should be able to poison him relatively quickly. I think 2 swords can probably get, like, maybe, like, it's more like a sword and a half, because this one's at, like, 2/3, I guess. A sword and 2/3 should be enough to finish off Velstadt combined with the poison. So, on that note, let's go! I'm gonna try to get him, so he's not, you know, poisoned, when he's buffing up. That'd be a good idea, because then I can just straight up poison him when he's buffing. Well, in second phase, his damage output's not that scary, or rather, in first phase, his damage output's not that scary, so, you know, I'm just gonna be sort of going through the motions up until that point. I get it straight with that. Oh, and we got a poison. Cool. box inside. Of course, I have to get real intimate with Velstad during the Sunken King deal. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. Like, I know you can parry Velstad, but he staggers for such a tiny amount of time that it's just not worth the risk. So I'm not even gonna bother. He's not poisoned anymore. He isn't poisoned for a while. Yeah, that's gonna be how I do most of my damage, for sure. Of course, he resists poison, so I look at that, 11 points of damage. Hell yeah. I should really be breaking that. Nice one. Okay, poison. Boy, he resists poison so much, I've only poisoned fucking twice and he hasn't even gone to second phase. Of course, I'm being facetious. Like, I have the Rat King ring on, you know, the Broken Sword's a high level. Like, even poison-resistant enemies aren't going to be that hard to poison. Alright, so yeah, we're looking at about... Oh, here we go, he's buffing. He's not poisoned, perfect. Poison, oh, can't, perfect. Okay, so now his damage output gets a little bit scary. Even at 50 vigor. Like, not to the point where he's, like, one-shotting me, but it's a little bit like a Diet Fume Knight at this point. He telegraphs his stuff a hell of a lot more than Fume Knight, so... I mean, I'm certainly not comparing him to fucking Fume Knight, but, you know, there are some parallels at that point anymore. Yeah. Yeah, alright, so like a sour spotted, like, sweeping strike is like around a fourth of my health bar. So like the overhead slam there, that's probably gonna 3-2 shot me maybe? Hard to say. Ooh, okay. Now as far, yeah, Velstad doesn't have the, like, the Fume Knight trademark, you know, fuck you, don't you dare heal on me, you know, that Thuralon and Fume Knight have. So I can be a little bit more liberal on that, you know, without taking as much of a risk. I poisoned him 2 more times, maybe even just once, and that's also fine. Any poison. Yeah, see, if you, like, look at Velstad's torso, he telegraphs when exactly he's gonna swing that overhead slam very hard. Like, Fume Knight doesn't give you that. And Velstad, even though he is buffed and hits harder, it's not Fume Knight. It's just not. Like, I wouldn't be comfortable against Fume Knight in second phase if I'm not at full health, but I can hang at about where I'm at now and be pretty much fine. Alright, so yeah, the poison's not gonna kill him outright. If I poison him one more time, and that's easy. One? No? Okay. Oh shit. That will do a lot of damage. That will do a lot of damage. That attack is Velstad's fucking bread and butter right there. Now that attack, I would want to be at full health. Even at 50 vigor, I would absolutely not want to tank that hit straight to the face, because that can straight up one-shot you, even at a spicy health number. If you, like, get hit by most of the orbs. It's basically like a way stronger version of the one that the player gets when you get the Sacred Chime Hammer. There we go. And goodbye, Bellboy. Alright, no problem. Really tempted to rip this that big of a deal. Should have about seen that coming, I suppose. Alright, I'll just be taking this. And before I leave, I would like to make a point. And yes, this was inspired by, like the whole Broken Sword run, real quick, was inspired by a YouTuber that I like to watch named Zero Lenny. And he does make this point in his own, video. But I guess I'd like to do the same thing here. How the fuck does the Emerald Herald get here? How does the Emerald Herald, and she shows up in a couple of other places that just make no sense. Like, if you could just teleport fucking anywhere, why don't you just give me the King's Ring and take me to the Throne of Want right when I get to Majula? Like, what's the fucking point of having me go on the whole adventure? Like, FromSoft didn't have to, like, put the Emerald Herald there. That was, I mean, definitely not anything that big of a deal, really, but always something that's, even though I, took inspiration from this run and that from someone else, that has always genuinely kind of nacked my head, And actually, no, I'm not going to level up. I believe I have the King's Ring, so I should indeed be able to buy me some chunks.
No interest.
Okay, I'll be interested, alright. Just give me a fucking minute, Chloe. This, I certainly don't, Sacred Time Hammer's not a broken sword, of course.
I'll provide
So I have what, I think, like 4 plus 7s. Gonna do some math in my head. I would like to keep them all together, so I am gonna sort of, like, upgrade them all alongside each other. I know that sounds extremely tedious, and that's because it kind of is, but that's just how I'm going to, handle it. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 Titanite chunks to get them all up to level. I'm gonna do some housekeeping real quick and then probably head for Aldia's Keep. Actually, how long have I been doing before? I can head for Aldia's Keep. I guess not. Maybe I won't do Guardian Dragon, but I can at least head there. Okay, so I'm just gonna bring these up to plus just for now. Then I'm gonna head to Aldia's Keep, probably finish up when I get off screen. Knock on gems. Sure as hell need plenty of those. At this point, I could technically, if I wanted to, head to any of the DLC areas. I don't actually want to yet, of course, but I could. Go. Up ahead is the, not anything I'm interested in, but behind this ogre up ahead is going to be the red Tearstone ring. Nothing I'm particularly interested in. I don't really plan on operating on low health a lot, and even if I was in the red Tearstone ring range, the sword's damage is just falling off a cliff at this point. So, offensive upgrades aren't really in the cards at this point. But if you happen to be interested in the red Tearstone ring, I guess it's right there. Back on for now. I'm not actually using the poison sword right now, but I mean, I don't really have anything else that's particularly great that I can go and get just this moment. I mean, the only thing that really comes to mind is, like, I don't know, going back to Drangleic Castle for Royal Soldiers, and maybe going to grab the Havel's armor set. That could be in the cards. That makes some sense. Although I don't even have the Forgotten Key just yet. I'm gonna have to get that off the screen. Or I could do it on stream. Not today, though. Yes, Aldia's Keep's not going to be the end of the world, I don't think. Ogres are going to be annoying, but they're not the end of the world. Of course, just up ahead here, you might have noticed the fog gate. There's a bit of a fog gate there because we've got a bit of a guest coming up here. One of the goofiest fucking NPCs in the game is this fucking guy. And Those of you who watch Zero and East content are going to be familiar with this guy. This guy is supposedly the strongest warrior in all of Mira, Atlathiel of Mira. Yeah, look at that! The strongest warrior in all of Mira. Thank you. Makes me chuckle every time I come here. I don't really have a reason to care about Novel in this playthrough, so I'm probably just gonna leave him to sort of wallow about in this little ephemeral prison up there. But, yeah, actually, there's not really a lot of side bullshit for a little while that I care about. I'm gonna pick up the 3rd Dragon Ring when I get to the shrine, but here specifically, there's kind of just nothing. I think I could probably handle Guardian Dragon. I don't think Guardian Dragon will be that big of a problem. Really, none of the bosses are really that big of a deal. This guy here can drop Petrified Dragon Bone, and I can't see it possible. That is fucking bullshit. You know what? I'm walking away. Fuck this. So that was a little spontaneous. No real reason to mess around with my shells down here. The loot is pretty, like for a challenge run, the loot is kind of dog shit. If you're into like spell casting, the Novelin's a really helpful NPC, but otherwise, on my playthroughs I usually just come through here and just sort of go through the motions. You know what? I've only ever aggroed this guy with a range. Can I do it with melee? I might need a longer weapon. that is so annoying. I think I need a longer weapon to aggro this guy. See, this is kind of annoying because now that troll in the back there is going to break through the wall and smash that dude's cage, and then I'm going to have a lovely little gank to deal with. So I'm going to go get some durability back so I just lost with smacking that cage. That is such horseshit, though. I can't aggro the ogre because I don't have a long enough weapon. Oh, man. I guess I'll just... Oh, you know what? If I one-handed... Even then? Yeah, I can't aggro him. I can't hit that thing. Man. It takes me out. Yeah, this is about to deteriorate. Yeah, that ogre there can definitely smash the cage. I definitely don't want to like run off ahead because there's another ogre who will break through the wall up ahead. I don't want to run on ahead, of course. But these guys aren't actually that aggressive in in sort of like a particularly close quarter, you know. So it actually wouldn't be that bad. Alright, now I got that asshole out of the way. Alright, we should be good now. Oh, damn it. One of their lighter hitting attacks, but like the stun time I've always found to just be obnoxious. Over here, buddy. You know it's real dark. I'll kill this guy. Power of friendship and life, Jim. Can you believe there's 4 more of these in this entire level? Ordinarily, that would be an issue, but my weapon of choice makes it rather hard. I know you can poison these guys, and I honestly should have packed my broken sword. Or not my broken sword, I mean my poison sword is what I meant to say. I might do that for the next one I run into. really tasty vigor bar makes this fight not really that big of a deal. Just taste fucking whatever, like it's like boss fights in general. Thankfully, they telegraph all their bullshit from like a mile away, like that grab attack there. So, kind of dealing with them in a close quarter isn't just like if that guy broke the cage, then it would be much more of an annoyance. But otherwise, it's not that bad. There we go. Alright. Now that I have a break in the action. Okay. I'll just use my one poison sword. The one poison sword will be enough. Alright, jump scare me. Come on. You know you want to do it. Here you go. Look at that, a whole 23 damage. Oh yeah. And that guy put poison in the lead. You guys had a bad day. I'll die to the poison. I just sort of let that happen, and we'll just hit up the Guardian Dragon. Now, the Guardian Dragon is quite weak to lightning, and I happen to have enough gold pine resin to definitely get through the fight, so that's going to make the approach relatively straightforward. Although, this guy loves to fly around, and, you know, and it just fucking stay out of my pathetic little reach here, so that's going to be annoying. Real quick. Thinking I'm gonna dump this and get the Gower's Ring going a little bit, just because this could be a particularly long fight. Alright, I mean the damage is horrible, of course. It's like barely useful, kind of. Yeah, okay, you knew that I put on a time-based buff. Fuck me. Alright, so we go from a bit less than 100 damage to about 130. It's about a 30, yeah, that's about a 30% upgrade. That's how you can tell the dragon is weak to lightning. About a 30% upgrade in damage now. Ah, I thought I had a headshot there. This fight's a fucking joke. Ankle tickling simulator. Now, obviously this is not Ancient Dragon, but had I taken a hit from the fire there, it would have done, of course, much less damage thanks to the Gower's Ring. I mostly had the Gower's Ring in mind for Ancient Dragon, of course, but Guardian Dragon here, pretty much the one way you'll die to this fight is getting caught in the center of that fire blast. I think I could even tank it without Gower's Ring because I have a huge health bar, but I definitely wouldn't run risk it. It does a lot of damage. That's the same. I never thought it was. We're just about done here. Definitely the longest Guardian Dragon boss fight I've ever had. sometimes I don't even let the guy fly away from me. Okay, so yeah, if you get caught right in the center of that, even with 50 vigor, there's no way you lift that. I only took a small amount of damage because I have Galvan Ring. Finish it here, and goodbye. Alrighty, and real quick, this is super easy to miss right here. Although, to be honest, the Dragon Remnants are not a particularly, I don't know, important sort of covenant, I guess. But, yeah, that was it. That was Aldia's Keep. No big deal, as I thought. And we get another classic Dark Souls 2 10-minute long elevator. And, yeah, at that point, I'm gonna wrap it up at that point once I make it to the next bonfire. But, yeah, pretty late in the game at this point. Maybe next video I can wrap up the base game. Maybe we'll see. Let's see. I'm not gonna do Ancient Dragon right away, but I've got Vendrick, who I definitely need to go do before the Throne of Wuan. I got Vendrick, I got Giant Lord, and then we got the Gauntlet at the Throne of Wuan. Now, the Gauntlet at the Throne of Wuan is gonna be fun. That might be even end up being like a video in its own. We'll see. Another good one right here. Like again, I know I sound whiny, but what is the fucking point of the Emerald Herald coming this far? You know, when she's saying the whole game like, oh man, you gotta find Vendrick, you gotta fucking find Vendrick. You know, you gotta find Vendrick and, you know, do all this bullshit. You gotta go get all the Great One souls. When in reality that was never necessary. Never necessary because of the Emerald Herald. But yeah, alright, we're gonna call it there. I will definitely, barring some kind of emergency, be back tomorrow, roughly maybe around the same time. But, yeah, a pretty successful day at the office. Undead Crypt and Aldia's Keep down.